This is Yerushalmi Peah Daf Men Tes. And yesterday we finished the Perek. So we're starting a new Perek, Beishamai Omrim. And in the Vilna, this is at the top, Mamish of Chavhei Amud Aleph. Beishamai Omrim. Beishamai says, Hefker and Laniyim, Hefker. You can make something Hefker exclusively for Aniyim, and that's still considered to have status of Hefker. So, ain't no Hefker, because there's no such thing. It's not Hefker. Yivkor Av Lashim, until you make it Hefker, is also for the rich people. It's interesting, of course. I'm sure you'll notice that the difference between the Bavli and Yerushalmi is that in the Bavli it's called Hefker with a Pei, and here it's called Hefker with a Beis. I'm not sure if there's a true etymological difference, because he's an Osios Mischalfos after all. Kavanagh says, Hefker with a vase is Kmo Hefker with a Pei. Okay. Kishmita. It says so it has to be Hefker also for Hashem, just like Shmita, which is the prime example of Hefker in the Torah, is just is also for rich people to come in and take. Koma Yisrael Kav Kav. If all the bundles in the field are each the size of a kav, one of them is 4 kav, and it's a massive bundle. B'shachim forget it. B'shamrim eno shikha. B'shamrim says it's not a shikha, and b'somrim it is shikha. So this is this out of the ordinary bundle. The question is what its status is, and obviously this is going to come up in the Gemara in greater discussion. Okay, says the for elaboration, I should say. Says Gemara, what's the pasuk of Beishamai? Laniv lager. It says it's supposed to leave. It's for the poor person and the comfort. Matam lomer, or the stranger. Matam lomer tazobo sam. What's the additional verbiage? Tazobo sam. Yesh chalaziba cheres kazu. Just like this leaving is for a just like this leaving is can done just for Aniyim and Gerim. So too, there's another aziva, there's similar aziva elsewhere. And that's learned from the Yitzhak Krov Tazovasan. Mazu Anim Lo Lashim, Amashanem Markomacher. So to the aziva, which is elsewhere, is Lanim Lo Lashim. It can be for poor people. It doesn't have to be for rich people. What's the logic of Beis Hillel? What's their source? Nitish Matana. Matam lo Tashta says Nitish Matana, make you feel subject to Shemitah, and forsake it. So why is it forsake? It seems to be superfluous. Yesh l'chad Nitish Acher, because there's another abandonment. Which is similar. Mazu and Ben Hashir is like this one is both for the poor and the rich. Af Mashem Rokamacher, so too the hefker of elsewhere Ben Lani Ben Hashir. It goes to both Aniyim and for Ashirim. Ma Mekayim Beisil Tamai Beishamai. What did Beisil do with the pasuk of Beishamai? What do they do with Tazovosam? Right? Tazovasam seems to mean that there's another aziva of this sort. No, says Gemara, they learned Tazovasam mute. It's an exclusion. Zulanim. This is the only one which can be directed to Anim, V'lo Lashim, and not the rich people. But other types of hefker, Ben Lashim, they're both for the poor and for the rich. What did Beishamai do with Beis Hillel's pasuk? They learn. It's also not going to include, similar to how we just played Beis Hillel rejected Beishamai. Beishamai rejected Beis Hillel and say that in the Tashta, it doesn't mean there's another similar process, and by Hefker. No, it's a mute. It's Tashta, this one. Zeh, Ben Lani Ben Hashem. This one's only for both poor and rich. But that which you find elsewhere, Hefker, Laniim, can be Laniim, Uma, Velo, Le'ashirim. It can be do it for Aniyim and not for Ashirim. I have here all the ribazas underlined. I'm not sure why. It's kind of straightforward Gemara. Let's see them though. Rabbi Chia b'Shem Rabbi Yochanan Tamad b'Shamay Lani Bager V'lo Pirish Tamad b'Sil. He doesn't explain b'Sil. Rabbi Shimon Lakish Tamad b'Sil Tish b'Tera V'lo b'Shamay L'Shamay. He doesn't explain the reason b'Shamay. Ma b'Kam b'Shem Tamad b'Sil Tamad b'Shimon to b'Shamay. Rabbi Yochanan question. Rabbi Yochanan Mayasu b'Sil b'Time to b'Shamay. Hashaper Yalfi Mihakod Tasovosam. Seems to be learning out for Tasovosam correctly. Shani Osam a mute. So the Osam in Tasovosam is a mute. Actually, this is the reason the Beis Hill. You don't have to come into the other pasuk. That's the reason to go to Beis Hill. The Alfi Mimuta learned from the exclusion of the Akra. Nimtza Rabbi Yochanan Ben Mesham Beis Hill Tavai Alfi Mikra v'Tazovosam. They both learned from that pasuk Tazovosam. And Mesham Sovrei Tazov Ribuyahu. The Tazov it comes to include Hefker. Beis Hill the Osam Muto it comes to exclude Hefker. That's the question. Reish Lakish. That's the reason. The reason Beishamai, the Alfi Miuta, the Tashta, they learn from the mute, the exclusion of Tish Tashta. Ulidei, according to Reish Lakish, Beishamai Sil Tavai Alfi Mihachra. They both learn from this puzzle. And the Beishamai Saved in the Tashta Miutu, they hold this. The Tashta, it precludes any other similar halacha. Beis Hill, according to Beis Hill, it includes other similar halachas. In other words, not other similar halachos, but the halach of Hefker. Yeah. So let's go further. Rabbi Avun. Rabbi said, Lishlan Maslisim Sai Rishim and Lakish. I see now why I have them all underlined, because Rabbi Avun is saying language. Rabbi Avun it wouldn't make sense so much without the Rivaz. Obviously, with the Rivaz, it makes a lot of sense. He's saying the pasuk which he learns as a base machlokes b'Shamai still seems to be indicated from the Mishnah. Actually, after Afla Shir Kashmita, because our Mishnah said it has to be like Shemitah. Okay, that's it says the Ribaz, the Osam, Umayka Shemitah the Nakdu. The very fact that they brought in the pasuk of Shemitah, the reference to Shemitah is indicative of the source being of Machlokes being Reish Lakish's pasuk. Hefker Behem Avalola Adam. Okay, interesting case. The person made something hefker for an animal, not for people. Now, the purpose of this excursion here says the Ridbaz is Mefarish Maiti Kamen Rabbi Yochanan and Shimon Lakish. Going to give nafkiminas between the sources. So, if you're mafkir to the Behema Avalola Adam, the Goyim to non-Jews, Avalola Yisrael, not to Jews, Lashim, to rich people, Avalola Aniyah, but not to poor people, Divrei Kol Ein Hefker or Hefker. Everybody agrees it's not considered to be Hefker. Hefker is specifically to your fellow Jewish human beings. On the other hand, if you were mafkir for people but not for animals, the Jews but not for non-Jews, also here to the poor of that city, but not to the poor of another city. Pluk to Rabbi Yochanan Shimon Lakish. That's going to be the machlokas between Rabbi Yochanan and Reish Lakish. How so? I'd like Rabbi Yochanan, according to Rabbi Yochanan, Hefker or Hefker. The Hefker is about Hefker. Explains the Ridbaz. Rabbi Yochanan, the Beis Hill, Yafi, Mimiuta, do Osam, according to that, they learn from the mute of Osam, that only that one is Lanim below Hashem. Lekelamite, Rakli, Nyan, Steve, Gabe. It only will work for things which it says there. Lani Tasob Osam, Osam Lani. Those you can leave just to a poor person. Aval Hefker, Ben Lani, Ben Lasher. But Hefker is both Lani and Ben for Asher. Mi'uta Achrina, Loksiva Gabe, Lekelamite. But any other mute which is not written there, doesn't exist. Valkem Behefker La'adam, Belola Behema, Chulei Hava Hefker. Tanach Lekelamite, Mel Sum, came below Tzi Asher. The only thing you can say is superfluous is excluded is you can't make it for a shirim and not for a niyim, right? But according to Beis Shammai, but anything else you can do, right? Not just Beis Shammai, according to Beis Hillel as well. No, it's only Beis Hillel here. Sorry, Beis Hillel Yafim Muta Dosam. Right. In other words, that one is only Faniyim. That one works even though it's only Faniyim. Other ones only work as Aniyim and Ashirim. But the only thing you can say is that you have to add Ashirim. There's no definitive limud which are going to apply to Adam below Behema, etc., etc. Okay, so therefore those will now, I guess, misfallen. Says the Gemara, "Ba'adaita Rishim and Lakish ain't hefker. The hefker is not be hefker because it says the Yuvaz the Basil Yafim Biribun Tashta. Since a ribu, it applies to everything. So the all has to be like Shemitah, except the one exception to the rule, but everything else has to be like Shemitah. Amar Rabbi Law. Rabbi Law said, but argue about this explicitly. Hefker, in all these cases, hefker is hefker. Ain't hefker. The hefker is not hefker. Amar Avun Rabbi Chia said, Hadamar hefker aniyim b'zalaban ashirim. That something you made hefker for aniyim and ashirim acquired it. Tiflu Raimei Rabbi Yossi. It's machlokes Raimei Rabbi Yossi. Adai Raimei Damar came and showed mafkir davar mirshuso hefker. The person, according to Meir, a person can be mafkir something from his rishus, and it becomes hefker. Adai Rabbi Yossi, the Amar ain't hefker yotzi b'tachas yabaylim el b'skia ain't hefker o hefker. So in this case over here, we're talking about you try to make it hefker for anim only, and Ashir came and zeicha them. So according to Meir, what you said, it's hefker. It's no longer rishus. So tough on you. You can't make stipulations anymore. Asher comes and gets it. Right? But according to Rabbi Yochanan, according to Rabbi Yossi, who says that hefker does not leave the rishus of the bailim until somebody else picks it up, ain't hefker, because the usher is never allowed to pick it up. So therefore, therefore the hefker is null and void altogether. And now we're at the top of Nun Amud Aleph already, so this was a good place to stop for today.